Hey guys, welcome back. It's Missy. This morning I woke up with the worst vertigo. I felt like I was on the Earth's rotation times 100. I'm doing better now, but if you see me start swaying or moving a little bit and looking a little crazy, don't worry, my body's just acting like I'm on tilt-a-whirl. So today's video is on how to not be a pushover, how to not feel like that feeling of nice guys finish last. You always hear throughout your life, starting young, that nice guys finish last. Bad boys always get what they want. There are lots of nice guys that get what they want. They get the girl or guy they want. They have the life they want. It's not about how nice you are. The thing is, it's not you being nice that's the problem. It's you being a pushover. It's you not asking for what you want. It's you being a doormat and you allowing mistreatment. That's the problem, not you being nice. See, we as people, we would much rather prefer being with someone that treats us like dirt than be with someone that gives us everything we want. Because psychologically, we are less likely to appreciate things that we know we're always gonna get. We don't wanna be around someone that we can just walk all over, that will just do whatever we want. We would prefer to be with someone that will challenge us, that will tell us no.
When we have someone in our lives that we know we can get whatever we want from them, or they're easy to take advantage of, we become so used to having this person and the things they do that we become desensitized and don't appreciate it. As a pushover, you allow this mistreatment. We want someone that will have their own personality, their own opinions, and knows their worth. If you act like you are not worth anything, then people will treat you as such. We teach people how to treat us. So when you are being a pushover, you are saying it is okay, and that you are not worth being treated like a person with boundaries, love, and respect. You need to know your worth. That is one of the reasons why people will stay with the jerk. Aside from the fact that we will want to fix them or prove to ourselves we are worthy of their love or we have hope for the relationship, even though they make us upset and miserable, they don't tolerate things that a pushover would, and we feel like we have to fight for their attention, which tricks us into thinking that they are worth it, and is something we want to do because why else would we fight for it? We can become addicted to getting their praise, affection, or love because when it does happen, it feels so good. Let's do a little exercise.
Think about the people in your life. Is there someone or someone in your past that's given you a lot of love, given you a lot of compliments, given you whatever you wanted? Think about how you feel about that person. Now think about someone that's maybe a little bit more negative, kind of throws you a bone every once in a while, and isn't 100% that positive towards you. Or maybe they're even just neutral and they're just are kind to you every once in a while. How much better does it feel when that person that's kind of a little bit more negative or neutral towards you, when they give you something positive, like maybe affection or love, or they compliment you, they give you a gift? How much better does that feel versus the person who kind of just gives it to you all the time?
See how much more that means to you and how much more you appreciate it? That is the core reason why people will go for the bad guy. We become addicted to that feeling. If you're wondering, no, the solution is not to become a bad guy. The solution is to work on your past issues and know your worth.
So here's things not to do and what to do instead. I'm just going to be saying she and her because it's a lot easier. But I want you to know this applies to both men and women, all genders, whatever. So the first problem is you give her everything she wants. So if your partner goes up to you and asks you for things, or the person you like goes up to you and asks for things, you will just give it to them without question. You pay for them, you give them ride places, you just constantly are giving. What you need to do instead is you need to learn how to say no. You need to check in with yourself and get rid of that people pleasing, because giving them everything isn't going to make them like you more. It's actually the opposite. It's just teaching them how to take advantage of you. Because I know a lot of the times people will say yes to things because they're so afraid if they don't, the person will leave. And if they leave, then you don't want them anyways, because you don't want to be stressed that if you say no to something or you have someone respect you and your boundaries, they'll say no. So you need to say no. It's okay to say no. Check in with yourself first And if you are not okay, if you have things going on, if you're busy, or even if you just don't want to, say no. And you can say yes other times. It's still okay to do nice things. You still want to do nice things. You're still the nice guy, but you don't want to be the pushover. You're not going to be the pushover anymore. It needs to be a balance. You first need to check in with yourself. And sometimes it's okay to sacrifice yourself, and sometimes it's not. You decide that, but it's okay to say no. It'll help so that this person doesn't use you as a doormat, and it can relieve your stress. The next thing is you never tell her when she's wrong. And that's a problem. Being too agreeable or just being a yes man is such a problem, because you are creating an unhealthy dynamic by just agreeing or saying yes. This person may be a jerk or they are disrespecting you, and instead of telling them that they're wrong, you may just allow it. Maybe you fear hurting their feelings, or you fear them going away. You just agreeing with them is just causing them to push you around. So we as people, we need to be told when we're wrong, because otherwise we'll create monsters. We will create unhealthy people because they think they're right when they're actually wrong, and they're hurting you and others. So what you need to do is sometimes you need to challenge this person. If she's in the wrong, tell her. Now, you don't want to be combative and challenge all the time. Pick and choose your battles. If she's wronging you, then let her know. Don't be afraid of arguments. If you're not arguing, it means you're not communicating and talking, and that's unhealthy. It's much better to argue and communicate in a healthy way rather than not communicating at all. So make sure you are communicating and you are telling this person when you're upset, what is going on. If they're in the wrong, don't be afraid to call them out. The type of people that I surround myself with are people that are going to give it to me straight. Because I don't want people that are just going to yes me to death or just agree with me, because then I'm not able to grow as a person, and I may be doing unhealthy things and I have no one around me to tell me those things. So it's really important that you express yourself and your opinions. We as people, we're all about growing. So if you're not trying to grow with this person, then you'll just wind up going like this, because you can't be who they want all the time. That's so unhealthy. Which kind of goes into my next point, is you will try to be the person this girl wants. You will try to maneuver your personality to fit in what they like and want. Or you only show them the good side of you and not the negative side. And that's so unhealthy, because imagine you have to just keep being this certain type of person just to keep the girl you want around. So they're not getting the genuine you. They're getting what you think she wants. And over time, you will become angry and resent that person because you are not able to fully be yourself. And it's a lot more exhausting being someone else than being yourself. So what do? Be your 100% authentic self. You want to show them all of you. You need to accept you, because without accepting you, then they are not able to accept you either. And by you accepting you, you will attract people that will accept you as well. You don't want someone that is not going to accept you for who you are. And if they don't accept you, then they're not for you. You want to be surrounded by people that you can 100% be yourself with, and that will accept you for the good and the bad, flaws and all. The next thing is you are unconfident. Now, everyone has a little bit of struggle with confidence, and that's okay. You don't have to be perfect, but there's a big difference between going up to a girl and saying, hey, I really like you, and I was wondering if we could go out. There's a big difference from that versus hey, I thought you were attractive, I really wanted to take you out. Confidence is being direct. Confidence is believing in yourself and believing that you can achieve things. If you don't feel that about yourself, then you are unconfident, and you may have a hard time with eye contact, or you won't make the first move, or you'll be hesitant even if they make the first move. Confidence is something that we're all attracted to. So if you are not taking care of yourself, you are not being direct, you are not believing in yourself, you are slouching, not using direct language, your body language is kind of all over the place, those are all signs that you are unconfident. So what to do? Of course, work on your confidence. So first, physical appearance, take care of yourself, shower, self-care, get a haircut maybe get some new clothes. First, start with taking care of your outer appearance, then work on your inner. So what may help is to work on believing in yourself. So writing a list of all of your strengths and even writing some of your flaws, because being aware of your flaws helps with the confidence where you're like, okay, I know these are some of my flaws, these are things I can work on, and I accept them about myself. But really focus on your strengths and tell them to yourself every day. Look in the mirror and reaffirm that you are these good things. And also saying affirmations to yourself like, I am confident, I believe in myself, I can get anything I want, I have the capability to go after anything I want. Be bold, take risks, ask the person you like out for a date, accept rejection, work on your posture and your eye contact. Really work on that confidence to feeling good in yourself, not for other people, but for yourself, because it doesn't feel good walking all day, not believing in yourself, feeling bad about yourself. You deserve to feel good about yourself. So make sure you invest time in yourself to take care of your outer and inner. You are too available. Kind of similar to what we had said earlier, where you just say yes all the time, you give her everything she wants. You may be too available where you are ready to hang out, you're ready to go for dates, you're around to just do whatever. And when someone's too available, it doesn't give the other person time to miss them or appreciate them when they're not around. So what you want to do is you want to be invested in your own life. Now the thing is, you don't want to make it a game. The thing is, you want to genuinely do things for yourself, focus on yourself, and not always be ready to go for this person and do whatever they want. So there are times when you're going to be available for them, and there's going to be times when you're not, because you're doing things for you. And that's what you need to do, is you need to have more individuality and do more things for yourself. Join a club, be around friends. If you don't have many friends, go and try to find more friends. Do things for charity, get really involved with hobbies or your job. Just do things for yourself and not revolve your life around this one person, because you cannot lose yourself. You need to have yourself, and the other person's the extra. Another thing, you may shower her with too many gifts and too many compliments. And the thing is, when you have too much of anything, it's unhealthy. That kind of reminds me of the saying my great-grandfather used to say, too much no good, plenty okay. It doesn't really make sense, but basically just trying to say too much of anything's unhealthy, so you need to balance it. You don't need to constantly spoil her and give her everything she wants. It's nice to do those things every once in a while. Like, for instance, it's okay to tell someone you think they're beautiful every day. That's fine. It's just a matter of every time you see them, you have a present for them. Eventually, it becomes not as exciting. It just becomes expected. And that person then doesn't appreciate you. So do it every once in a while. Just be aware when you're overdoing it. And why are you overdoing it? Are you trying to overcompensate for something? Are you doing it out of insecurity and like maybe you're trying to buy her love? Try to make sure you're not doing it for those reasons. And just do it every once in a while. You just need that balance. The last important one is you don't make yourself clear on what you want. So you don't establish your wants and needs. You don't make your feelings known. So this person that you like or you're in a relationship with, they don't 100% know how you feel, or they don't 100% know your wants and needs because you have never made it clear or known. You may make things about them and not enough about you. The question is, why are you not establishing your wants and needs? It may go back to that feelings of unconfident and unworthiness and undeserving. You maybe don't believe you're worth good things, or you are afraid of losing this person, so you don't speak up. What you need to do is You need to establish your wants and needs. You need to make yourself a priority, because if you don't make yourself a priority, no one will. And you will never get what you want if you don't ask for it. Some people have fears that if they communicate their wants and needs, they're forcing the person to do it. And the thing is, people choose what they want to do. You cannot force someone to do something unless you are threatening them. And I doubt you're threatening them. You're not threatening them, right? Everybody has choices. So if they choose to do something because you want or need it, it's because they love you and they care for you and they want to do it. Make sure that you are aware of your wants and needs and you ask for them. You need to be a priority. You need to understand that you have a voice and you are allowed to have feelings, to have wants, and to have needs. So it's really important that you don't give her everything she wants. It's important you don't overly shower with compliments and gifts. It's important you make yourself a priority and you put yourself first. Ask yourself how you're feeling before you decide to give. Establish your wants and needs and tell this person when they're in the wrong, when they're mistreating you, when they're saying absurd things, whatever it is. Don't be a yes man. Don't be a pushover. Don't just do whatever everyone wants. Establish confidence in yourself. And that is how to get what you want, but also be a nice guy. What do you guys think? Leave it all in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please share with anyone that you think needs it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye, guys. I keep having a fear that it's not recording and that I'm just talking for nothing. Oh, don't start again, vertigo. They get bad boys always get everybody. What? Just take care of your outer part. So the first problem is that just reminded me. What is this, a motorcycle convention?